Hello and welcome to this general astrological overview for the day of April 10th, 2022. So today the moon is in loud, loving Leo, and so there may be a rather bold, dramatic vibe to the energy for the day. Other than that, the first thing we should mention briefly is that just before 5 a.m. Eastern Time, that Mercury-Pluto square does perfect that we talked about in the last video, and the moon was activating it basically yesterday and last night. This is simply when it perfects. By the time it perfects, though, the moon has moved into, again in Leo, has moved into Leo and is no longer square to it by sign, but is still square to it by degree. So anyway, basically what this means is that Mercury-Pluto energy likely continues throughout the night and maybe into the early morning hours. So the early morning of April 10th, just to be clear, in Eastern time zone. And again, Mercury square Pluto is like our minds coming up against what is deep and dark and psychological and transformative and often things we don't want to look at or deal with. It can also be communication that is like that. Sometimes even, yes, fights, arguments, conflicts. So hopefully it doesn't manifest like that for too many of us. But so that is what we have in the very early morning. And then as we move throughout the day, the moon moves further and further into this trine with Chiron and square to Uranus. And so, and of course, those don't perfect until quite late at night, but we may see, especially as we get into the evening, some like healing breakthroughs combined with some stress around something unexpected or potentially a bit disruptive. So, you know, there's perhaps a positive side, I should say that in quotes, a quote-unquote positive side and a quote-unquote negative side to to that development. Finally, by 11 p.m. Eastern Time, you can see that Mercury has moved into Taurus, and really it does so soon after 10 p.m. technically, but let's just look at here at 11 p.m. So as Mercury enters Taurus, where it will be for a number of days and weeks to come, our thoughts slow down, finally. They become more practical, more earthy, more focused on what is, and more interested in doing things slow and methodically, and same with our communication and even our travel, perhaps. Now, it'll only be like this for a relatively short period of time because remember, these days we have Uranus in Taurus, and so a number of days from now, or perhaps a week or so, let's just take a look, a week into the future, we have the Mercury-Uranus conjunction. Our thoughts will not be slow then, that is for damn sure, but our thoughts are slowing down for now, perhaps becoming more peaceful, and our minds become more peaceful. Again, there will be exceptions to this because the energy hits all of our charts individually in different ways, but this is the general vibe that we have, which is nice. What's also nice is that as Mercury enters Taurus, Mercury's ruler then becomes Venus, newly entered into Pisces. And so the sign of Venus exaltation, Pisces, Venus is very happy now and is in a very positive state. And so that filters down to Mercury as Mercury moves through Venus sign. Furthermore, Mercury is in a state of reception by both sign and even degree, soon to be exactly by degree once Mercury moves into that sextile that will build up over the next couple of days or next day or two. Mercury is moving very fast at this point, although so is Venus, as we now see. But this is very, very good for Mercury. So again, good for our minds, our communication, our travel, these sorts of things. So finally, a bit of good news after some of the, more crazy energy that I suppose we have gone through. So that is about it for April 10th. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day.